You already know what I'm talking about. You set your alarm last night, you got what felt like enough sleep, and then that alarm goes off and something just doesn't add up. Your body feels like it's made of concrete. Your eyes are burning. Your brain is moving through fog so thick you can barely find your own name inside it. And the worst part isn't even the tiredness itself. It's the fact that this keeps happening, day after day, week after week. You're doing everything right on paper, and yet you wake up feeling like you never slept at all. That feeling is not in your head, and you are not broken. But there is something happening inside your body that nobody is talking about clearly enough, and today we're going to fix that. Before we go deep, there are related programs linked down in the video description. People who actually use them reported dramatic shifts in how they sleep and how they feel within the first few days. But here's the thing, most people scroll right past resources like that because they assume it won't work for them, or they tell themselves they'll come back to it later. Later never comes. Just keep that in mind as we move forward. Now let's talk about what's actually going on. Picture this, it's 6 in the morning. You open your eyes and for half a second everything is fine. Then it hits you, that heavy, dragging, almost nauseating wave of exhaustion. You lie there trying to convince yourself to move. You bargain with yourself. 5 more minutes. Just 5. But 5 becomes 20, and when you finally drag yourself out of bed, you feel guilty on top of being tired. You've got a full day ahead of you, and you're already running on empty before it even begins. Sound familiar? Here's what most people get completely wrong about sleep. They think it's just about hours. 8 hours means you're good. 6 hours means you're tired. But that is the biggest misconception keeping millions of people stuck in this cycle. Sleep is not just a length of time. It is a series of biological stages your body has to cycle through in the right way, at the right depth, without interruption. And when those stages get disrupted, even one time, even for a few minutes, your body can't complete the repair work it was in the middle of doing, and you wake up feeling worse than if you'd slept half as long and gone deeper. Let that sink in. You could be getting 9 hours and still waking up exhausted, not because you're doing something dramatically wrong, but because your body is being pulled out of the wrong stage at the wrong time. Or it's never reaching the deep stages at all. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Your body runs on something called a circadian rhythm. Think of it like an internal clock that controls almost every function in your body, not just when you feel sleepy, but your hormones, your metabolism, your mood, your memory, your immune system. When that clock gets thrown off, everything suffers. And here's the brutal reality. Most modern life is designed to destroy that clock. The light from your phone at night tells your brain it's still noon. Your body stops releasing melatonin, which is the hormone that signals it's time to sleep. So even when you're lying in bed with your eyes closed, your brain is confused. It's not shifting into the stages it needs to be in. You're floating in shallow, restless sleep all night, and you don't even know it. Now add stress on top of that. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol. Cortisol is your alertness hormone. It's meant to spike in the morning to wake you up. But when your life is full of pressure and worry and never-ending mental load, cortisol stays elevated all night. Your body is literally staying partially awake, braced for a threat that isn't there. You wake up and your nervous system is already exhausted from being on guard while you were supposedly resting. This is why some of the most successful people in the world, people running businesses, raising families, managing everything, have made sleep optimization their single highest priority investment. Not as a luxury, as a performance tool. Studies on elite performers consistently show that improving sleep quality, not just quantity but quality, can increase cognitive function by up to 40%. Reaction time, emotional regulation, decision-making, creativity, all of it skyrockets when your sleep architecture is actually working the way it should. And yet most people are walking around losing 40% of their potential every single day because of something completely fixable. Let's talk about what fixing it actually looks like. Start with light. Your eyes are connected directly to the part of your brain that controls your circadian rhythm. When you get natural sunlight within the first 30 minutes of waking up, even on a cloudy day, you literally set your internal clock for the entire day. Bright light in the morning tells your brain it's morning. That cascades into a signal that tells your body to release melatonin in the evening, which means by the time you hit your pillow, your system is already primed for deep sleep. That one habit alone, getting morning light, has been shown in research to improve sleep quality dramatically. Now the evening. 2 hours before you want to be asleep, dim everything down. Your home lighting, your screens, the intensity of your conversations and stimulation. Your body needs a runway to land. When you go from bright lights and stressful content to expecting your body to just switch off the moment your head hits the pillow, you're setting yourself up for failure. But when you create that dimming window, your melatonin has time to rise naturally. Your heart rate begins to fall. Your core temperature drops. and your body slides into sleep rather than crashing into it. Here's one that surprises people every single time: temperature. Your body needs to drop its core temperature by about 1 to 2 degrees Fahrenheit to enter deep sleep. This is biology, not preference. If your room is too warm, your body can't make that transition. The most restorative stages of sleep literally cannot happen. The research on this is overwhelming. Cooler sleeping environments consistently produce deeper, longer periods of slow-wave sleep, which is the stage where your brain does its most intense repair and consolidation work. Simply lowering the temperature of your room is one of the most high-return changes you can make, and it costs you nothing. And then there's the mental piece. The reason so many people lie awake with their thoughts racing isn't a discipline problem, it's a nervous system problem. Your brain hasn't been given a signal that the day is over. It's still processing, planning, rehearsing, worrying. One of the most powerful things you can do is create a simple wind-down ritual that tells your nervous system the day is complete. Writing down tomorrow's tasks, doing a few minutes of slow breathing, reading something calm and physical rather than a screen. These are not soft suggestions. These are neurological signals that shift your brain state out of high alert mode and into the chemistry of sleep. When you combine these things, morning light, an evening dimming period, a cooler room, and a wind-down ritual, you are not just hoping to sleep better. You are working with your biology instead of against it. And the results can feel almost unreal at first. Waking up before your alarm and actually wanting to be awake. Having energy in the afternoon instead of crashing through it. Feeling emotionally steadier, sharper, more yourself. That's not luck. That is your body finally getting what it needs to perform. And once you feel that, even for a single morning, you will never go back to treating sleep like an afterthought. Now, for those of you who want to go further, who want a more structured, guided approach to fully rebuilding the way you sleep and recover, the related programs in the video description are built exactly for that. These are not generic tips you could find anywhere. They are deeply specific, step-by-step systems developed from real results that real people have experienced. Most people who find them hesitate because they assume they've already tried everything. That hesitation is exactly what keeps them tired. If the way you've been handling this actually worked, you wouldn't still be watching this video. The description is right below you. The shift you've been needing is there. What you do next is completely up to you.